The story of pop song, the evolution of a genre. Pop music, short for popular music, is a genre that has evolved dramatically over the past century, influencing and reflecting the cultural zeitgeist of each era. The story of the pop song is one of innovation, adaptation, and enduring appeal, as it has continually reinvented itself to stay relevant to the masses. The origins of pop music can be traced back to the late 19th and early 20th centuries. As a genre, pop music began to take shape in the 1920s and 1930s with the rise of jazz, big band, and swing music. These styles were characterized by their catchy melodies and danceable rhythms, appealing to a wide audience. Early pop songs were often influenced by the theatricality of vaudeville and the emotional expression of blues. The 1950s marked a significant turning point in the history of pop music with the advent of rock and roll. Pioneers like Elvis Presley, Chuck Berry, and Little Richard brought a new energy and rebellious spirit to music, blending rhythm and blues with country and gospel. The simplicity of the chord progressions, the driving beats, and the catchy hooks of rock and roll songs made them wildly popular among teenagers, establishing the template for modern pop music. The 1960s saw the rise of pop music to unprecedented levels of global influence, largely due to the British invasion. Bands like the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, and the Kinks brought a new sophistication to pop music, blending rock and roll with elements of folk, blues, and classical music. The Beatles, in particular, revolutionized pop music with their innovative songwriting and studio techniques, creating timeless classics like Hey Jude, Yesterday, and Let It Be. During this time, pop music began to splinter into various subgenres. Motown, soul, and R&B added rich harmonies and emotional depth to pop, with artists like Marvin Gaye, The Supremes, and Stevie Wonder dominating the charts. Meanwhile, surf rock, led by the Beach Boys, brought sunny harmonies and catchy melodies to the forefront of pop. The 1970s introduced the world to disco, a genre that emphasized rhythm, groove, and the infectiousness of dance music. Disco tracks like Stayin' Alive by the Bee Gees and La Freak by Chic became massive hits, filling dance floors worldwide. The genre's influence laid the foundation for dance pop, a subgenre that would dominate the charts in the 1980s. The 1980s are often considered the golden age of pop music. This decade saw the rise of some of the most iconic pop artists in history, including Michael Jackson, Madonna, Prince, and Whitney Houston. These artists pushed the boundaries of what pop music could be, incorporating elements of rock, funk, soul, and electronic music into their work. Michael Jackson's Thriller, 1982, became the best-selling album of all time, featuring hits like Billie Jean and Beat It, while Madonna redefined the role of the female pop star with her provocative image and catchy songs like a Virgin and Material Girl. Prince's eclectic style and boundary-pushing music, exemplified by songs like Purple Rain and When Doves Cry, made him a pop icon, while Whitney Houston's powerful voice and emotive ballads like I Will Always Love You captured the hearts of millions. The advent of music television channels like MTV also played a crucial role in the rise of pop music during the 1980s. Music videos became an essential part of a pop song's success, with artists using visual storytelling and innovative choreography to enhance their music's appeal. The 1990s saw the resurgence of teen pop, a genre aimed at younger audiences. Boy bands like Backstreet Boys and Asterisk NSYNC, as well as female pop stars like Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera, dominated the charts with their catchy, radio-friendly hits. Songs like Baby One More Time by Britney Spears and I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys became anthems of the decade, capturing the spirit of youthful exuberance. At the same time, alternative rock, grunge, and hip-hop began to influence pop music, leading to the emergence of artists like Alanis Morissette, Nirvana, and TLC, who brought edgier, more introspective themes to pop songs. The 2000s marked a significant shift in how pop music was consumed, with the rise of digital downloads and streaming services. This era saw the continued influence of hip-hop and R&B on pop music, with artists like Beyoncé, Justin Timberlake, and Rihanna achieving massive success. Pop songs during this time often featured collaborations between pop and hip-hop artists, leading to genre-blending hits like Umbrella by Rihanna and Jay-Z and Crazy in Love by Beyoncé and Jay-Z. The rise of reality TV talent shows like American Idol also introduced new pop stars like Kelly Clarkson and Carrie Underwood to the world. The 2010s saw the globalization of pop music, with artists from around the world influencing the genre. K-pop, led by groups like BTS and Blackpink, gained international popularity, bringing a fresh, vibrant sound and a dedicated fan base to the global pop scene. In the West, artists like Taylor Swift, Adele, and Ed Sheeran dominated the charts with their emotionally resonant songs. Taylor Swift, in particular, became known for her evolution from country pop to synth pop, with albums like 1989 and Reputation showcasing her versatility as a songwriter. The rise of social media platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram also played a crucial role in the success of pop music in the 2010s and 2020s. Viral trends and challenges helped songs like Despacito by Luis Fonsi and Daddy Yankee and Old Town Road by Lil Nas X become global hits. Throughout its history, the pop song has remained a dynamic and adaptable form of music, constantly evolving to reflect the tastes and trends of the times. From the early days of rock and roll to the digital age of streaming, pop music has been a soundtrack to the lives of millions, providing anthems for every generation. The story of the pop song is one of innovation, creativity, and connection. It is a genre that has the power to bring people together, to capture the emotions of a moment, and to endure for decades. As pop music continues to evolve, it will undoubtedly remain a central part of our cultural landscape, shaping the sound of the future. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this musical journey. Subscribe for more interesting content.